Immanuel Kant, born in Königsberg, Prussia, now Kaliningrad, Russia, in 1724, stands as one of the most influential figures in Western philosophy. His work profoundly reshaped metaphysics, epistemology, ethics, aesthetics, and political philosophy. Kant's intellectual journey began with a deep engagement with rationalism, particularly the ideas of Leibniz and Wolff. However, he later credited David Hume with awakening him from his dogmatic slumber. This awakening led him to critically examine the limits and scope of human reason. His most famous work, Critique of Pure Reason, published in 1781, sought to reconcile rationalism and empiricism. Kant argued that knowledge is not merely derived from experience, empiricism, nor solely from innate ideas, rationalism. Instead, he proposed that the mind actively structures and organizes sensory input. This revolutionary idea is known as his transcendental idealism. According to Kant, we can only know phenomena, or things as they appear to us, not noumena, or things in themselves. Our understanding is shaped by innate categories of the mind, such as causality, unity, and substance. These categories are not derived from experience, but are preconditions for any experience. In ethics, Kant's philosophy is equally groundbreaking, primarily articulated in groundwork of the metaphysics of morals and critique of practical reason. He sought to establish a moral philosophy based on reason, independent of religious dogma or personal desires. For Kant, morality is not about consequences, consequentialism, but about duty. An action is morally good if it is performed out of duty, not merely in accordance with duty. The central concept in his ethics is the categorical imperative. This imperative commands us to act in certain ways, regardless of our desires or the consequences. Kant formulated the categorical imperative in several ways, the most famous being the formula of universal law, Ying. It states, act only according to that maxim whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law without contradiction. This means that a moral action must be one that you would want everyone else to follow. If an action, when universalized, leads to a contradiction or makes the action itself impossible, then it is immoral. Another formulation is the formula of humanity. Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of any other, never merely as a means to an end, but always at the same time as an end. This emphasizes the inherent dignity and worth of every rational being. We should never use people as mere tools to achieve our own goals. Instead, we must respect their autonomy and their capacity for rational choice. Kant also introduced the concept of a kingdom of ends. This is an ideal society where all rational beings act according to universal moral laws, treating each other as ends. His political philosophy, outlined in Perpetual Peace, advocated for a world order based on republican constitutions and international cooperation. He believed that perpetual peace could be achieved through a federation of free states. Kant's aesthetics, explored in Critique of Judgment, introduced the idea of disinterested judgment. When we appreciate beauty, we do so without any personal interest or desire for the object. The judgment of beauty is subjective, but claims universal validity. This means that, while beauty is felt individually, we expect others to agree with our judgment. Kant's philosophy is often seen as a culmination of the Enlightenment. He championed the power of individual reason and autonomy. His famous motto, Sapere aude, or Dare to Know, encapsulates this spirit. Kant's daily routine was famously precise and unwavering. He lived a life of academic rigor and intellectual pursuit. His lectures were highly popular, attracting students from across Europe. Despite his profound impact, Kant rarely traveled beyond his hometown. His philosophy, however, traveled far and wide, influencing generations of thinkers. German idealists like Fichte, Schelling, and Hegel built upon, and sometimes reacted against, his ideas. His influence extended to existentialism, phenomenology, and analytic philosophy. The concept of the noumenal world continues to spark debate among philosophers. His emphasis on autonomy and human dignity remains a cornerstone of modern human rights discourse. The categorical imperative provides a powerful framework for ethical decision-making. It challenges individuals to consider the universalizability of their actions. Kant's philosophy is not without its critics. Some argue that his ethics are too rigid, failing to account for the complexities of real-world moral dilemmas. Others question the existence of purely rational moral duties, suggesting that emotions play a crucial role. Despite these criticisms, Kant's legacy endures. He forced philosophy to confront fundamental questions about knowledge, morality, and human freedom. His work continues to be studied, debated, and reinterpreted in contemporary philosophy. Kant's emphasis on the active role of the mind in shaping experience laid the groundwork for cognitive science. His concept of the synthetic, a priori judgment, was a pivotal contribution to epistemology. He argued that certain truths are both universally necessary and informative, not just definitional. This challenged both purely empirical and purely rationalist accounts of knowledge. In his moral philosophy, the concept of a good will is paramount. A good will is good in itself, not because of what it achieves. It is the intention behind the action that matters morally. This contrasts sharply with utilitarianism, which judges actions based on their outcomes. Kant believed that moral laws are discoverable through reason alone. They are not contingent on human desires or external authority. The concept of duty is central to acting morally. We have a duty to follow the categorical imperative. This duty is not imposed externally, but arises from our own rational nature. Freedom, for Kant, is not license but autonomy. It is the ability to act according to self-imposed moral laws. A truly free person is one who acts morally, guided by reason. His philosophy of history suggests a progressive movement towards a more rational and moral society. Even though individuals may not always act morally, humanity as a whole is moving towards enlightenment. This teleological view provides a sense of hope for the future. Kant's writings on aesthetics also explored the sublime. The sublime evokes a feeling of awe and terror, transcending mere beauty. It points to the limits of our imagination and the vastness of reason. His concept of radical evil in religion within the bounds of bare reason is also significant. He argued that evil is not merely a lack of good, but a positive propensity to prioritize self-love over moral law. This propensity is inherent in human nature, making moral struggle a constant endeavor. Kant's philosophy is a complex and interconnected system. Understanding one part often requires understanding its relation to others. His writing style is often dense and challenging, but rewarding for those who persevere. The Critique of Pure Reason alone is a monumental work. It redefined the philosophical landscape of its time. Kant's legacy is not just in his specific doctrines, but in his method. He taught philosophers to critically examine the conditions of possibility for knowledge and morality. This critical approach became a hallmark of subsequent philosophical inquiry. His work on the categorical imperative continues to be a touchstone in ethical debates. It provides a universalizable standard against which actions can be judged. The idea of treating humanity as an end in itself is a powerful moral principle. It underpins many contemporary discussions about human rights and social justice. Kant's vision of perpetual peace remains an aspiration for international relations. His insights into the nature of aesthetic judgment continue to inform art criticism. The distinction between the beautiful and the sublime offers a rich framework for understanding our emotional responses to art and nature. Kant's philosophy is a testament to the power of systematic thought. He built a comprehensive philosophical system that addressed the major questions of his era. His legacy is not merely historical, it is a living, evolving influence. Students and scholars worldwide continue to grapple with his ideas. His work provides a foundation for understanding the human condition. It explores our capacity for knowledge, our moral obligations, and our appreciation of beauty. Kant's philosophy is a rigorous defense of reason's capabilities. Yet, it also acknowledges its inherent limits. This balance between capability and limitation is a key aspect of his critical philosophy. He sought to define what we can know and what we cannot. His ethical framework, though demanding, offers a path to universal morality. It is a morality grounded in the respect for rational beings. The idea of the moral law within me is a powerful concept. It suggests an inherent moral compass guiding human action. Kant's philosophy is a profound exploration of human freedom and responsibility. He believed that true freedom comes from acting morally, not from arbitrary choice. His work continues to inspire debates on free will and determinism. The concept of the kingdom of ends offers a utopian ideal for political and social organization. It envisions a society where everyone is both a legislator and a subject of moral law. Kant's philosophy is a cornerstone of modern liberal thought. His emphasis on individual rights and autonomy laid the groundwork for democratic ideals. The idea of a public use of reason is crucial for societal progress. It encourages open debate and critical thinking in all spheres of life. Kant's work is a testament to the enduring power of philosophical inquiry. He demonstrated that rigorous thought can illuminate the most complex aspects of human existence. His legacy continues to challenge us to think critically and act morally. Immanuel Kant, the philosopher who dared to know and taught us to do the same.